are guys out there that will take what I say and completely flush it and say that state national is the only way to go. And then they bring about this white red starred flag called the civil union flag. And they tout these things about how to get things accomplished. First, us as a ministry, we're celebrating our 10th year next month. 10th year, saying the same thing with the same name, with the same website, and have an A+ rating at the Better Business Bureau. Not that we're a business. That is a critical factor when you take a look at what we do and having to produce maybe 30 docs per individual and getting them done in a form and fashion that is acceptable with the understanding of how to get them filed. So knowing that, and knowing that our YouTube channel got shut down, knowing that anytime state citizenship is brought up, every single person in the country that to me seems like what could be construed as an agent. Quick story. I am a part of the Republic. I am a proud part of the Republic, meaning the re-inhabited Republic. I know that there are people that say that they are the re-inhabited Republic. They didn't do it from the bottom up. They all did it from the top down, period. They don't have any position or clout or anything that they can say. What we've done is first in line, first in time, and we served notice after taking back the assets stolen from the people. We took them back for the people in a form that is lawful and meaningful, and has served 35+ countries, including the United Nations. After doing that, the Republic was put on as the #1 domestic terrorist organization in the nation by the FBI. Now, I knew we hit a home run. I knew it. Then they developed these coins and phrases known as sovereign citizenship. And then they started developing disinformation campaigns regarding State of the Union citizenship. These are just truths. If you speak truth in this nation, if you speak righteousness, if you speak anything that is to the contrary narrative of bringing a global order in play, something that they can control, something that they own, that they are in the front of and behind, then they will come after them. Our YouTube channel was completely stripped off with 15,000 subscribers. And I thought to myself, oh, well, it was a boom. When we would go live, we would have 2,000 people watching us live within probably 15-20 minutes of being live. That's how powerful the channel got. We were speaking truth. And unfortunately, vaccinations was a part of that. Unfortunately, state citizenship and these different elements of what they would call, I forget how they worded it, but we got 3 strikes and we were out and they pulled us off YouTube. And so I witness different people out there touting different ways of getting this done. And they have hundreds of thousands of followers. They have millions of views. They tout the same things in freedom and the same information regarding vaccinations, and they don't ever get taken down. So I didn't know what to say about that. And that doesn't make them necessarily wrong or bad people. But when somebody touts the word state national or shows a flag that's white background and it's called the civil union flag, I think, I'm forgetting the name at this exact moment. We had spent a week, we had a committee developed of 9 people, and we spent a week on different terms and terminologies like American Ranger and that civil union flag. And what I'm saying this for is we found no structure in law, de jure or de facto, meaning lawful original government pre-1861 and corporate government post-1861, really 1871. We didn't find a single public law, a single Supreme Court like they can make the flag, a single congressional mandate a single anything regarding that flag. That flag is a patriot myth. And there are people to this day that will argue this and say, well, it's our flag. Well, it's not our flag unless your people put it to effect, and your people, all of the same accord, have the same Congress, and that Congress created that flag. That is the only way to have a flag. You can't just have a flag come about up here and say that's our civil union flag. It doesn't exist anywhere. I'm just saying this to you guys because it looks to me like there's foolishness out there that we need to correct. Number two, national. Whenever somebody touts American national, it's an oxymoron. It's like sovereign citizen. Whenever somebody touts state national, it's not even an oxymoron. It's having your feet dipped into two different jurisdictions. Whenever somebody touts national of the United States, it's having your feet dipped in a single jurisdiction pro the United States, meaning you're synonymous with the United States citizen. And whenever somebody touts anything other than state of the union citizen, because national is a product of the United States. It's a created product meant to deceive the people from the real product known as state of the union citizenship. Go to the Declaration, go to the Constitution, and show me where any of these terms or terminologies of people existed. Only state citizens existed at that time. Colonies were converted to the people becoming self-governed. The sovereignty of the king passed from the king to the state. The state in Black's law equals body of people. Marbury versus Madison, that's the Supreme Court ruling delegating the sovereignty of the king passed to the state, meaning the people are self-governed, not nationals. The term national is 8 U.S.C. 1101(a)(21). It's a person that owes allegiance to a state. The reason why I'm bringing this home for you guys, and I'm trying to make a connection, is because we've got a lot of members that listen and tout and get information out. We do not want people out there writing affidavits, because you can write an affidavit right now. As a matter of fact, when you go and apply for citizenship status as under the United States umbrella, the form says allegiance in its title. Why do I say that? Because you can make allegiance, that's the critical word, very critical, to anything you want as a self-governed man or woman. You can make it to the United States. You can say I'm a national. You can say I'm an American national. You can say I'm a state national. You can refer to 8 U.S.C. 1101(a)(21). What you don't realize in that text, 8 U.S.C. 1101(a)(21) and 22, national and national of the United States. Most people don't recognize or realize that the word state is synonymous with a federal territory. It does not mean anything for the state of the union citizens. And this is a critical component and factor that we got to bring forward to all of America. So the people talking about American national have to stop. They have to recognize state citizenship. There's people out there talking about state citizenship and poo-pooing it. They have no clue in law what they are talking about. I have 70 plus Supreme Court rulings that don't talk about national. They don't talk about national of the United States. They talk about states, state rights, people's rights, and that the state is different than the United States, and that the United States does not have jurisdiction over the state, period. Does it say anything like that anywhere about national or national of the United States or state national or American national? The answer is a big fat donut. There is no Supreme Court rulings talking about the sovereignty of a national. Not one. Not one. So why are we touting something that is codified by the United States as being our jurisdictional right and privilege? We shouldn't be going to the codes of the United States to determine our status and our jurisdiction. We should be going to the Declaration of Independence and the Elohim only. That is all that we look towards. Why the Declaration of Independence, you ask? Because it says he is sovereign.